Chapter 49, Testing the Saint and the Control of the Mind. A man named Hari Konoba came to Shirdi from Mumbai with his friend to test Sai. Hari Bahu loved witnessing miracles. Sai Baba planned a trick to give him a taste of it and made him his own, making his journey worthwhile. Hari Bahu got into a tonga with his friend at Kopagaon, then had a bath in the Godavari and when reached Shirdi, he washed his hands and feet. Haribahu set off to have Sai's darshan. When he went to masjid, he had a problem as where to keep his sandals safely. At last, he kept his sandals there in a corner and went up to the masjid for darshan. He prostrated at Sai's feet, took Udi Prasad and returned to go to the Vada. But he became depressed as he lost his new sandals that where he kept in the corner. After coming to the Vada, he bathed. After doing puja and nivedya, he sat down with others to eat. But he wondered who could have taken his sandals from the courtyard. After eluding Sai's eyes, therefore he could not enjoy the meal. He came out after having 3 or 4 morsels to wash his hands, and in the meantime a Maratha boy came there waving the lost sandals at the end of a stick. He said, Baba had sent me giving the stick in my hand. Son, go calling out for Hari, the son of Ka, with a zari turban. This is Baba's instruction. But ensure that it is given to Hari, the son of Ka, and that he has a zari turban. Do not make a hue and cry. Thus Baba warned him. Hearing the boy's cry, Haribahu ran and convinced that the sandal belonged to him. He choked with emotions and his eyes were filled with tears of happiness. He said to the boy, "From where did you find them?" Then the boy replied, "I don't know. I only followed Baba's order." As soon as Haribahu showed his zari turban to the boy gave him his sandals. "Baba saw my zari turban, but how did he know that my name is Hari? Kanoba is my father and nobody has seen him. Ka beta." These words suggest Kanoba ka beta, the son of Kanoba. He was amazed to see this and his all doubts were cleared. How great was Sai was also approved. There are 2 ways to attain the favor of a saint. One is devotion and the other one is knowledge. The path of knowledge is exertive and the path of devotion is simple. Then why do not all follow the way of devotion? One needs to have the greatest good fortune, then alone it can be attained. One meets saints only after lakhs of meritorious life, and only then the happiness of association with a saint is attained. A person called Somdev Swami also came to Shirdi to test Sai in the year of 1906 in Uttarkashi. This person met a famous brother of Dikshit named Baji in Dharmashala. He met Baji when he was doing the Badri Kedar pilgrimage. Baji came down leaving Badri Kedar behind. He came across many travelers. Amongst them was a well-known person, Swami of Haridwar, who later came under Baba's influence. Hemant Pant narrates that story here. When Baji was on his way for the morning ablution, Swamiji met him. This meeting took place in Uttarkashi, that was 70 kilometers from Dehradun. After they had made their acquaintance about each other, Baji told Swamiji, "You live in Haridwar while I live in Nagpur. If you happen to come here, give me the pleasure of seeing you." Later, 5 years passed. After the time of meeting with Sai came, Swami became restless to meet Baji. In the year 1911, Swami went to Nagpur and heard the stories about Sri Sai. Baji said to him, "Go to Shirdi happily." In accordance with that, the Swami came to Shirdi. As soon as people saw from a distance the flag over the top of the masjid, they were bowing to them. Swami from Haridwar had a thought in his mind to have a liking for flags. Is this the indication of sainthood? To put flags atop the temple indicates a deficiency in sainthood. I do not need the blessings of Sai, who loves flags on top of the masjid. The saint attracts people by flying the flags to show his greatness. This is very lack of saintliness for Sai. Why should I go for his darshan? Then it is the darshan of the flags of pride. No satisfaction will be achieved from this. Swami thought of returning forthwith. His co-travelers told him, "You have come so far. Why these mere flags should disturb you so much? How much more agitation would you be when you see the chariots, the palanquin, the horses, and all the complete paraphernalia. Hearing this, the Swami was all the more aroused. Not a few such sadhus with tom-toms, palanquins, the horse full of air have I seen. Thus, with these thoughts in his mind, Swami was about to move. His traveling companion said to him, "Now that you have come so far, don't turn back. Let us go forward as we have come. Do not have these thoughts. The flags on the top of the masjid have nothing to do with the saint. Sai needs neither flag nor honor. It is the villagers who, like these flags, take Sai's darshan only, and then do not stay there even for a moment." At last, Swamiji went for Sai's darshan. As soon as he took Sai's darshan, he melted completely. His throat was choked, the evil thoughts evaporated from his mind. As soon as his eyes absorbed the divine form of Sai, Sannyasi Buva was deeply engrossed. Somdev went forward slowly as he did so, Sai's rage was also increasing. The volley of abuses flew. Then also Swami felt doubled love. When Swami came near Baba, Baba shouted, "Leave my false claim to me. Leave and go back to your home. Beware. If you ever come back again to my masjid, why do you need to take the darshan of one who flies flag over the masjid? Is this a sign of a sainthood? Do not stay here even for a moment." The echo of his own thoughts struck in his ear, word to word. Buva remained rooted in shame and said, "Maharaj is omniscient. How foolish I am! How wise is Maharaj? How wrong were my imaginations, and how pure is Sai's heart." Sai embraces some and touches some with his hands. He casts a merciful glance at some. He consoles some who have sorrow. He gives Udi Prasad to some. Thus he satisfies all. This being so, he is annoyed only with me. It is according to my earlier behavior. It is not anger but a lesson to me. Thereafter, Swami Somdev came near to Baba, and with a grace he was pacified and permanently settled. A rich gentleman from Vaijapur who was keen for the darshan of Sai came to Shirdi along with his family. Seeing ladies in Purda, Nana Sahib felt constrained and thought of getting up and leaving to get them space. Nana moved aside to get up, but Baba restrained him and said, "Those who wish to come up will come up. You remain seated peacefully." The man from Vaijapur with the ladies in burqa prostrated before Sai. One of the ladies raised the veil while bowing. Seeing her incredible beauty, Nana was smitten. He was different to look at her before all the people. He felt ashamed in Baba's presence. Therefore, he could not raise his head, but his eyes strayed at the beauty of that lady. Baba was omniscient and knew the inner state of Nana. How could others know of it? Baba said to the baffled Nana, "Nana, why is your mind disturbed? Let the senses behave according to their inherent nature. Do not interfere. Brahmadev creates the world. If we do not appreciate it, his creation will lose its value. Then the mind will get steady and calm slowly and gradually. When the front door is open, why do you go by back door? Where there is a pure heart, there is no difficulty whatsoever. If there is no evil thought in us, what should one be afraid of? The eyes may do their work. Then why should you be embraced?" Madhav Rao was near. A curious-minded Madhav Rao asked Nana about the meaning of Baba's words. Nana said, "Wait a little. For the present, I will explain Baba's words when we are on the way to the Vada." When the conversation about the general well-being was over, bowing down to Sai, Nana started to return to the home, and Madhav Rao also accompanied him. Madhav Rao asked again, "The mind will get steady and calm slowly and gradually," explains the exact meaning of Baba's words. To this, Nana replied, "The mind was wavering by nature, but do not let it be unrestrained even if the senses are agitated. Do not let the body be impatient. Do not become a slave of these senses. Do not crave of the sense pleasure. Gradually, by steady practice, the frivolity will disappear. Beauty is the object of the senses of sight. Beautiful objects should be seen fearlessly. Where is the need for shame? Only do not entertain evil thoughts." This is what Baba had said. Om Shri Sai Nathaya Namaha.